Alright, let's give a minute to file in here. Make sure I have the chat up. Alright, welcome back. So the first time I'm going to dip back into a deck I've done before. So I figured I'd go with one of my favorite and more successful decks, Azorius Control. Um, so over the past month or two since Explorer came out, it started developing its own metagame, unique from Pioneer due to the absence of certain key cards. And it's also definitely seen some big differences in best of one, best of three, just like you see in other formats on Arena, like Standard, if anyone plays best of three Standard still. um, I know people draft best of three still on here. But the biggest thing I've seen, obviously, is those greasy cheese boys are everywhere. So in best of one, they're much easier to hate in best of three, so you'll see people trying to do it much less, but they're really hoping to just cheese you out on turn 3, so this deck is mostly built around them while still holding up really well in a lot of the other decks, and a lot of them are aggro, so it's a little more tuned towards that. So, couple changes. I did cut a March of Otherworldly Light, because unless you're pitching cards, it's always trading down on mana. You're always spending more than they are. Only one, though, because still a pretty versatile threat. In its place, Rest in Peace, because they can't reanimate a Parhelion if it doesn't exist. Cut one Narset as well, for a Weathered Runestone. Instead of a second copy of Rip, it doesn't pitch to the March, but we're running fewer of those, so hopefully it doesn't matter as much. And then, it will hit Coco. I do see a lot of Angels as well. That is a bit beefier. Almost mid-rangey form of aggro, hoping to kill you in the air. And so you usually want to stop, once you kill them with a board wipe, you want to stop them like rebuilding with a Coco very easily. For that same reason, we've also just gone a lot lower on the curve. Add a third Fateful Absence, because people will try and use Stabilize against Control with Planeswalkers, and this is our best spell to deal with Planeswalkers. And then the 2 Draw Disruption. I still like that they can be lands, and I still prefer it over Censor, but I didn't want to go with too many lands, so I did add a Censor. So that way on their turn 2, even their turn 3, if you're on the draw, or just patient, you can get something like a Grease Fang, and then late game cycle it away. Because you don't really want to hit. I mean, Control always wants to hit lands, but the 10th land might be a little too much. But there's still one Narset to find Dwarion, so I still like it better, especially with Narset here. Then just the mix of removal. I like having the one settle because they never see it coming. And then I see some people running Doomscar, but that's a 5-mana board wipe, even if you split it up over turns. And then they see it coming because it is your only foretell spell, and it is very obvious. It's forgivable in Standard because the board wipes are a little worse. It's only a little because we don't have Supreme Verdict. And also because you have other foretell spells that are good enough for the format. Whereas here, really, no. Doomscar is barely good enough for the format, and I certainly saw it coming. So Depopulate and Shatter are about the same, depending on the meta. I like Depopulate slightly more, but not enough to go ahead and craft a third copy over Shatter. And that's why you're seeing both. And then our top end is pretty familiar. Wandering Emperors to Fairies. Big Planeswalkers to just shut them down on the battlefield or just drown them in card advantage. Same with Deluge. And then one Farewell to clean everything up. And Dream Trawler will usually put any aggro to an end unless you're super far behind. And Shark Typhoon, all the Spirits cards aren't from Pioneer aren't here yet, but it doesn't stop people from running tempo decks, even though I think the tempo decks on Explorer are significantly worse than they are in Pioneer. So just being able to create a blocker that jumps or just even trades up while also drawing a card if you can get enough time to make it big, like a 4/4 I'd say, is just so good. And then against the mid-range decks, just slamming this with another spell, they just really have a tough time outvaluing that. And then the land base is pretty much the same. Nothing crazy there. I've been tempted to run a second copy of Iganjo, but I haven't done it yet. Especially because it's way less combo and much more aggro. I'm crazy enough to do that right now. Wait, no, that's the best of 3. Yeah, I think in best of 3, you are going to want the second Aganjo. I misspelled that. Alright, third time's the try. And we will cut in Ardent Veil. I still want the plains to make sure my whether Ardent Veil comes in untapped. And the idea is if best of 1 is so aggro heavy that if you have time to making 1/1s, you've probably won, or are just hoping to top deck really well and stem the bleeding. Alright, so we'll go into the constructed events and see how this does. Make sure I select you, rest in peace. And see how we do. Alright, 3 mana, very color light. But if we draw another white, we have Emperors, and we draw blue, we can dig, and we have Censor for their turn 3 play, which will hopefully matter. This has to enter tapped right now, so I'll play this first. Now I can cast Emperor. They'll probably have to block because they'll just sack the attacker, as we are clearly up against Sacrifice. Have to play the long game against them. Alright, well, with Farewell, I definitely win the long game now. Yep, don't like taking 2 a turn, but can't really do much else. If they're not going to play a real threat, I'm not going to waste the Censor. If they play around Censor, it's good for me. Okay, maybe not like that, but they did ditch an Obs. That is good for me. Perfect. I'm hitting land drops. Hold up Censor for 1 more turn. Opponent is missing land drops. Yeah, no point in countering a cat. They'll find a way to make it come back, probably. Like that. I will definitely counter that. I am happy to settle that board. I've got plenty of options. Emperor, Deluge, settle. I am golden. Okay, yeah, that I settle. They're gonna... No, they want to hit land drops. Here comes the Emperor.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
Block the
Keep watch
Epicure,
for
because they
intruders.
want to sack those anyway. I gotta try and make their field smaller, though they probably have a dispute anyway. Yep, they do. Alright, well, now I have board presence to the settle. It's a little better. They're starting to pressure my life total, though. They got 2 mana open. And I'm down to 8. Need to cast Farewell on 6 and hope they don't do anything too crazy to me. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Make another one.
We must protect the people.
Alright, I've shut down their ground attacks now. Ob is the only thing I'm worried about now, and they already binned one. That and burst damage. Shona Blast isn't in the format though, so I'm safe from that at least. Yep, that's what I'm worried about. That sucks.
If you don't stand with me, you're my enemy. Ha! Shake down the locals.
Okay, I have to use this now. Which I hate to. Yeah, I'll take Hall's a good land. And I will take this just to discard it, I think.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Yep, and now they're just gonna try and finish me off. Maybe I should have settled when I had the chance. So how do I clear this? If I clear just all the artifacts in the graveyards, they still have 3 blockers. So that seems bad. How do I do this? How do I do this?
Strike fast and strike hard.
Well, I have to pressure their creatures. I just really wouldn't block with the artifact one. I need to get rid of their non-artifacts. If I can wipe just artifacts, I'll be good. Oh, they're letting one of the ops die. Wow. Big surprise there.
No one beats me and survives.
Do I try and hit Ob now? No. Can't do that. Shit. I'll play that. Yep.
Go ahead.
I don't need a
Plead for
7th land,
mercy.
so I'll just discard Aegon Joe. See if I can pump out more creatures than them and just kill Ob that way. Unlikely, but I'll try. Now they're hitting man lands to follow up any board wipe. That's really bad. That's really bad. I'm probably just dead now. They sequenced. Their sequences are just too good. Yep, and then they're just gonna sack things till I have no life. Oh shoot, I stand a chance now. Alright, so if I farewell artifacts, and then uptick, he has to block with the Mayhem Devil. Yep, I go to 3 though, which is very painful.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Maybe he won't block Hob if he doesn't know about the farewell. Cool.
Ah, wipe that smug look off your
So if I
face.
clear board now, I die. And he has nothing to sack. So I just did artifacts and I mean, if he has a fatal push, I'm still dead, but I think that's the best I could have played. Right, he just has too many creatures. Okay, I guess I was dead regardless. That sucks. Always sucks to lose the first one. Don't think I missequenced either, other than maybe settling a little earlier. That deck is just really grindy. And not one I expected to see in best of 1. I don't think it has the best legs against aggro, especially when aggro is usually flyers or Embercleave. But opponent ran it. Okay, strong land base and a lot of interaction, yeah. They're set for something like this mirror that we're apparently in. Yep, in the mirror. I am hitting land drops, so I probably could have shocked that into I need to. Draw, go, and hope I hit more lands than they do. It's working out so far. Next turn, Gemnar set with sensor backup. Perfect. 3-mana counterspell. Just what I wanted to see. And I'm winning.
Mind and body should move in unison.
Unless they untap into Big T.
Action.
And I hit nothing good. Well, eventually they will try and kill me, so... Need to hit good cards, though. Like, if they just land big T here, I'm definitely losing. Okay, I'm losing. Played smartly through counter
I'm not
magic,
going to
and
sit
he
this
just
out. Oh,
had
that
the more
boy.
important card in the matchup. Narset does help, but that is going to ult very soon. I'm going to be very dead.
Hone your prowess.
Yeah. He'll, play that counter magic around that, but I need to get it. Okay, it resolved.
I'm not
Let's start
overconfident.
pressuring Teferi.
Guards, to me.
Teferi can't draw extra cards. He might try and tuck the Narset, but now I have board presence too, so. Probably had a sensor for my big T if I was lucky enough to have one. That's probably why Emperor resolved. Not playing as many vetoes. Too many aggro matchups. That does get around Narset. Yeah, he's definitely seeing better cards than I am. Which is very bad. 0-2 is not where I want to be.
No time for a break.
Probably has his own Emperor now that he's holding up. I don't know why else he would uptick. But now I have counter magic for his Emperor, so. Just try and get the Teferi dead as soon as possible.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
You're not going to win this.
Alright, just letting me hit Teferi. Teferi is still fighting some sort of ramp. Yeah, let's just remove that. Before you can start trying to kill my planeswalkers. It's also a really good card in the matchup. He's doing a really good job hitting all the good mirror cards, when I am not. Yeah, no, I can't let him get all the card advantage and looking at all the mirror cards. He is doing a really good job at that. Oh, okay. He came extra prepared for the mirror. I'm not running that in best of one. I don't know why you would run that in best of one. But you got me because you happened to run into the mirror, which is not very common. I think I'm too nude being stream sniped, but dang, this guy came prepped for Azorius Control mirrors in best of one. And he's seen my entire deck. Probably shouldn't uptick this again because he probably has a march for it now.
We need to move quickly. Stop that now.
May your blade strike true.
I need to do it on his upkeep. No, I have to do it now. If that's just something whatever. I want to protect my castle lands. Or castle land. It might be important. Or he has land destruction. What is this, a deck? Okay, yeah, well now I just can't have utility lands. He hit both his fields. What is this deck? Yeah, he just... Yeah, no, I'm dead. This dude built a control anti-control deck for best of one. I don't even know what to say about that. I think I'm right to be a little surprised, though. Build a deck for what I've been seeing in best of one and see none of it on stream. It feels really bad. It has turn 3 absorb and did turn 4 depopulate if I draw another land, so I'll keep it. Or I can just absorb it after the board wipe. Doesn't really matter. Start with that. So that if I draw a hole, I can use it. Green nonsense. Yeah, they're gonna play creatures. I don't think I even try and absorb their turn 3 play. I think I see that for after the wipe. Mono greens, the populate's looking really good. Oh, that's a little annoying. I'm gonna deluge here. Let him build more on board. And that way, I'll hopefully with an extra lands to ferry can into absorb. Take... Got 2 deserted beaches. But I have a lot of blue already, so I think I take the Hallowed Fountain. And... Farewell, in case they have Henge. And this is why I think the populate is just a little bit better. Yeah, while I'm hitting, that is a little annoying, but oh well. Yep, and that's why I have a Runestone in the deck. For when they do that nonsense. I think I Emperor. Their board's not crazy enough for the Farewell. Just yet. I want to hold on to it a little longer. They do get to draw a card, which is super annoying, but...
You started this fight, but I'm going to end
Exile
it.
the Troll, so can't do troll things.
You are not much of a roadblock.
There's a creature that wishes it was alive. Exile all enchantments, all creatures, and we'll hit all graveyards now. That'll get rid of the troll thing, and yep, clean up there. And Emperor's in no danger, so I'll uptick, try and keep it around.
Remember your training.
Make him bodies. And a scoop. There you go. Not third match, not quite what I expected, but finally got a win there. Best of one is a fickle mistress, it appears. Rest in Peace and Runestone pretty redundant. And there are definitely matchups this will suck, but I have Shark Typhoon to help it not suck, so let's go. Lead off with the beach. It's a bit of a risky keep, but we'll keep it because we get to destroy so many decks. Oh, please don't tell me this is mono red right after I did that. Don't need to jam. Well, I guess I should start jamming them. Start with Rip. This is mono red though. I'm in for a bad time. Yeah, like content keep punished. This is gonna be a very bad league. I don't think they cast anything from that. But I want to keep my hand thin because of Robert, so next turn cycle Shark Typhoon and then hope Big T's enough. But if they curve out well, I'm just gonna get demolished. Like if they do turn 4 cleave, I think I just lose. Well, I guess I have Adawara, but need to play out his land most likely. Need to draw a board wipe most likely. That's something. Cycle Shark Typhoon, watch it get killed with a stomp. Actually, no, I think I'd dig for board wipe. Shoot, how much is that? For 11. Yeah, no, I need to dig just for a board wipe. I just need to clean this all up and hope they don't. No, then they just ramming at me. How do I not die here? I mean, Adawar, I just take damage and delay it. Shark at least digs me a card. And hit Emperor, that's not good. At least they're tapped out. So I know this will kill something. Hole will also help. I don't know if it'll help enough, but it'll help. Alright, I'm at 6. What's the answer here? I think it's Teferi Tuck.
Right on schedule. You need to take a time out.
Probably still dead. Content keep burned me hard. Yep, dead. Super prep for any Coco or Greasefang deck, but run into mono red. Okay, that was a very painful best of 1. The only time I ran into a match I expected was on a content keep. So I didn't even get the chance to prove my hypothesis, so I think I'm just gonna run it back. We'll skip best of 3 for tonight. Yep, a lot of interaction. Just what I want to see. Good mana base too. What is... I build for the decks I'm always seeing, and then I turn on the camera and this happens. I cannot explain it. It must be like the search algorithm. Yeah, I'm not worried about countering anything. I'll just hit the priest. This actually wouldn't be bad if it was a rip, considering this is a sack deck. It clearly have death triggers. Oh, wish I'd counted that, but still dies to a depopulate. Or better yet, gets exiled to an emperor. Could follow up emperor with depopulate too. Emperor will die, so yeah, I think I counter this. Stall my emperor, plan by a turn. No, emperor just makes a blocker, I guess. Especially because, right, Weather Runestone turns off escape. I think it turns off escape. Oh wow, well they came prepared. Forget the emperor. I'm just gonna depopulate. If I play emperor, just dies to sacking. Well, now I need to hope they never hit cat. They get some food out of this, but or some scrying. I have an answer for the next creature though. And they get some, they get these pings. Where did all these sack decks come from? They were not on the ladder when I was testing over the weekend. Apparently I need to test with more events because I did not think ladder would be that different from events. But I am being very quickly proven wrong. Well, cleared their board even if there were no creatures on board when it resolved. Oh nope, they actually let that one because right, they could draw a card. This is one deck where depopulate's worse. Yep, and they follow up with a
What's better than having a
planeswalker.
plan? Basically, anything.
Kill it. Now it's
Ugh,
trying to kill me in
training
card
is so
advantage
hard.
on
Don't
top of
worry.
having tempo.
Oh, they're so
Which is
cute.
exactly where I don't want to be. And they have cat. That I need basically a farewell to get rid of. Because they have 2 ovens. Where's all this sack coming from? Jeez, okay, Runestone is saving me more than I am realizing right now. Good card, good. I have 6 mana, so yeah, Wandering Emperor cycle. Especially if they attack with Hive. Yep, attack with Hive, please, so I can exile it. Target whatever you want. If it's not a deluge, I don't care.
Finally, I'm home.
Kill the manland. Cycle it, 'cause that's all they do is cycle. I'm forbidden from gaining life while they continue to ping me. Love it. At least I can scry. Might as well just scry for. No, I'll scry in there instead. Not. Play the Shockland
Strike
tapped.
fast and strike hard.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm digging for. I need to pretend I have answers. Yep, they got more bodies. I can block that at least. And the sack doesn't really do much on its own. Dig for good answers. That is a decent answer. Hole, not. Hole's also good though. Just gonna clean up this board. and finally a head on board.
Guards, to me.
This is more manageable than the other sack deck. Yep, they need other creatures for that. Well, now they get to kill Emperor, which is frustrating. Especially since I kept the hole on top.
I'm never done for
And they're going
good.
to sack that for their 12th food. Yeah, I can't do much about multiple ovens, but I can keep putting their priests in the hole. And I can... Well, or they can make their 12th food. They basically have infinite food at this point, so if they ever have artifact removal, I'm doomed. Unless I draw farewell. It's probably good just to have that over a land. I need card advantage though. I need card advantage. I can't keep sitting reactive here. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Can I hit big T in a land? Can't flash his back, so we need the first half to be good. Big T and ooh, yes. In case they hit another man land.
Sorry I'm late.
Hurry!
Nice, more card advantage. Okay, yep. Scrolling to the bottom was correct. Percent of veto, even though I cut all the vetoes. Slam Shark Typhoon. They can't win because I follow up with Narset.
We need to move quickly.
I should have drawn a card first, but yeah, just Slam Shark Typhoon, make Narset.
The
Yeah,
focus
Shark Typhoon
and
is so good for these grindy
encounter
matchups.
no keep an open mind.
Yep, grab Emperor, which is maybe another Shark next turn. Opponent refuses scooping. So we will kill them the Sharky way. That's pretty good. Unfortunately for you, I am going to make a brand new Shark. I want to make a 2/2 Shark, don't I? Yeah, I have 2 mana. Let's make a 2/2 Shark. It would be kind of funny if they had our claim, but nope. Oh, there we go. Misplaying the Narset scoop. That's why we still have 1 Narset, so they can misplay into it. Alright, well the deck was very different from the last sack. Last one was much better built against Control. Despite not seeing much play, is still a nightmare for Control. Yeah, Dwari, Rip, and then Emperor and Deluge for the top end. Sounds nice. Let's see if we can determine if I need to cast Rip or hold up Dwari based on their first turn. Cannot, so we go with the tried and true hold up Dwari. Tried and true hold up Dwari. Holding up this for a march. Holding up this till I can make a bigger one, or just end the game by slamming it on turn 6, if I'm so lucky. And next Dece. Yeah, I'll just exile Anax. If the Emperor dies, she dies. Anax is a good card to exile and go above 20 life on. Ooh, spicy. Something tells me the Emperor might just be able to make a Samurai before she dies.
Feel the energy of battle, then
Stay at
guide it
20,
like
sounds good to
water.
me.
My judgment is final.
Need to hit land drops. So slam that. And I don't want to ever see Torvin
I'll
anyway.
be back. Keep watch for
Okay, let's go
intruders.
nice and slow. So 6 land drop. Yeah, fine land drop. Slam Shark Typhoon seems good. Interesting, they didn't just turn on Bugbear, but I guess it does die to this. Ah, Cleave, that's why. Still, I'm a long ways off dead right now. Ooh, that is bad. That is very bad. Oh yeah, no, I definitely need a Slam Shark to not die here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it correct to slam that? I mean, they make some bodies, but then I have Deluge plus Field. That feels so good. I can just play a 4/4 Shark. Lock Goro Goro, and then what? I just re-equip. No, I think I have to cycle the Shark. That Ember Cleave did throw off my math. So close to slamming Shark Typhoon, but it's really not going to happen much in aggro matchups. I'd like to say if they have removal, it's not going in my face, but they have Trample and Double Strike, so it still is. And they almost certainly do if they didn't play Den. Oh, that's what they're doing. Well, and now I really need to draw a board wipe, which I seem to be having trouble with. Yes, that creature alone is lethal. I need a removal spell of some sort here. That is a pretty good removal spell. So yep, that should hopefully resist the temptation to turn on their den. I'm gonna let them go to combat. I don't need to remove it just yet. It being there for every creature is super annoying, though. Actually, is it correct to remove the cleave? It just might be. I can ditch the rip. Cycle this. Let's cycle this first. If I decide what I'm doing here. See more cards. Yes, Emperor can just start sending things to the Shadow Realm. That's pretty good. So this turn, getting rid of the dragon is less. So yeah. Less damage to get rid of the
Now
dragon.
you've done it. Hat's coming off.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Okay, I can deal with that eventually. Oh wait, no, I just slam rip, don't I? And it's like a 2/2 that forever. Yep, annoying but manageable. Yep, play more threats and hope I don't draw the board wipe. It's working out for you so far, but they're still all in the deck with a nearly 10% chance to draw them. And that chance is only getting better over time. So I have... Honestly, they have to crew it.
Our swords will cross again. May your blade strike true.
So I'm not the only one attacking for Grease Fang here. Yeah, I can wait till they move to combat. That way they don't get the mana. Here I go again.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Hoping last card isn't removal.
I have got new moves to teach you.
No, I killed the Bone Crusher here. Just gonna make this bigger than their kill spells.
Remember your training.
That's the advantage of playing against Mono Red. If I just keep stacking counters, it will die. Yeah, they have mana open, so I'm not gonna try and Fateful Absence anything. Okay, now I'm at 4. Hoping for a turn I can Memory Deluge for some life gain. Oh, and they just scoop. That was kind of the critical turn. After that, I just get to Deluge, and that Samurai is too big. Alright. Yeah, you definitely need strong Gravehay in best of one. I think Hearse is it for creature heavy decks. And then you gotta go with like Rip or Runestone for more controlling decks. And I think it splits correct. There's just different decks that care about one more than the other. Menace 2 split. It's a bad hand. Light interaction. I mean, decent interaction, only 2 mana. Like, when do I get to cast that Dream Trawler? Actually, I've talked myself into it. Yeah, this can beat Angels just fine. If I draw more lands, I should just start on the beach. I don't need to worry about this for a few turns. They need more life. And that needs to go anyway. And that's going to be good against their Coco. March is great against their tokens, but I can just hit Speaker too pretty easily, or Giada. Yep, now I need to play Runestone. Because Coco is coming. Granted, they have Skyclave, which I don't have any counter spells for, but have to play like they don't. Interesting, interesting. I'll have to put mana into that before I touch it. Yeah, I can still get rid of something on their turn if I need to, otherwise... Oh, right, I can't Deluge on their turn. They'll be at 25, but I just have to accept that. Alright, I can just hit that for 2, 1, I'm at 0. Get rid of that now. And continue holding up March or Deluge. Next turn, Slam Dream Trawler. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I need to remove threats. Or I can... No, I should dig for a board wipe. Didn't find one. My luck. Alright, I'm low, but I can... Still slamming. Yeah, this gains me life, so... Slam it. They can't remove it. They attack for 7, I gain 3? Yeah, they need... Okay, well, I might just be dead now. They might have just out-angeled me if they swing out. No, this only hits for... Yeah, I'm still alive. Kinda need a board wipe though. Let's see. March goes instant speed. This definitely needs to get rid of the biggest angel. I can march their thing on their turn. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's probably safer just to play this plains. I need to gain life and draw cards. Oh, thank God they're blocking. They shouldn't be blocking, but they are. Counter that. Go up to a comfy 10. Need to remove that before it starts spilling out angels. I can take 5 if I'm gaining 5. That's nice, that's nice. Hopefully I draw a real card. That's a real card. Okay, I've got good interaction now. Oh, that's a nice planeswalker you got there. It'd be a shame if it didn't resolve. They're gonna double block, and I'm gonna use removal and get rid of both their angels. Well, I'm hitting my land drops. Hitting my land drops. Doesn't really matter how I order them. Sure, I'll let you draw a card. I'm nice like that. Okay, I'm at 15. They've lost this game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, they trying to use the Coco. Shame scoop? Shame scoop. I mean, they'd also kind of lost too, but even if they lived through the shame, they'd lost the game, but they couldn't live through the shame. Alright, well that is some variance for you. Whether Runestone proving its value, like yeah, both Rip and Runestone have proven their value. So I think you just leave both in. Yeah, early interaction into walkers. Is this a repeat? I don't think it's the same opponent. Well, hopefully I can find the Runestone for the inevitable Cocos. Yep, hit me, hit me, hit me. I want to see if I can draw more lands and hold up Jawari, so I'll just hold Giada. No green yet, at least, so they usually try and hide it. Second Giada. Portable Hole was apparently a mistake. It's a nice board to clean up if I can clean it up. There we go, third land. Present Absorb. It's actually Jawari. Well played, well played. I think I have to take this damage. And just kill the angel. I can deal with the rest just fine. Can definitely deal with the rest just fine, apparently. Yeah, I think I want to kill these speakers more than I want to kill Giada here. Also, I realized I can't kill Giada here. She has vigilance. But I'll stop
Run
the ground
away.
game.
You'll be. Keep watch for
And try and
intruders.
stop them from creating an army of angels just by tapping. It's gonna be difficult though. Especially if they keep playing more. Playing more of those is kind of a problem for me.
May
Still,
your
I can
blade
exile them once they
strike
tap.
true.
Alright, Teferi, you're gonna have to find me a board wipe.
This isn't a fight. No time for a break.
Not quite what I was looking for, Big T. Maybe next turn though. That's what they get after the board wipe. And they have enough mana to play around. Jawari's looking really bad now. They took the damage though, so not at 27 yet. All they have is Giada that can get in. They have to play an Angel, and if they don't play it this turn... Well, if they do play this turn, I Jawari it, hopefully. Yep.
I still have much to learn.
Can't Skyclave Big T, so you shame pass. That's good, that's good.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I'll play that. Cycle, since I can have the mana for other things. Ooh, that's big, that's big. Into Angels. Probably should have attacked first, I realize now. Yep, that's fine. Just keep you below 27. I have to counter that. Alright. As much as I want to kill one of the utility lands, we're going to basic check Forest. I don't think they put any basic Forest in their deck. Coco is much worse than them activating a Cave of the Frost Dragon. Especially with Settle and Emperor stocking my hand. Basic check Forest. Alright. They
Enough.
came prepared.
Let's skip to the good part.
Rest in Peace is not the one I was looking for. Play it anyway, because it stops the Bishop of Wings triggers. If there's any dying happening. Keep thinning their life total. Can't afford to eat Ganjo, so I'm just fine putting them back to 20. My choice of removal based on how swingy they are. They need 1 more minute to activate Cave. If that's what they drew, I'm happy that it wasn't something worse. Just Giada swinging. Gladly remove her. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting Wanderer is bad against Vigilance, and this is Vigilance deck. That was a misplay. If I lose this one, it's all me now.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Needed to a Ganjo. I'll save it for next turn, I guess. Oh, they did nothing, thank God. On the bright side, I can make something that Bishop can't block now. They really can't remove it outside of combat because their only removal is Skyclave. If you're gonna Coco, do it now. Don't know how else you would sit on priority like this.
Strike fast and strike hard.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Well, I'm hitting land drops and nothing else. Pretty hard for you to remove that.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Yep, you can make a jump blocker. Cute, cute. Wish I had utility lands. Glad I put second Ganjo on the deck, though. So I need to kill this Giada. And ironically, the Samurai is stopping me from settling. Yep, that's fine, unfortunately. Goodbye, Emperor. I've got a new one. Oh no, you don't know that it doesn't. You don't know your own cards. It can hit tokens. Yep, takes the
I'm
Emperor.
never
I'll get a
done
4/4
for good.
eventually, which will be good enough. You can't Coco, so now I'm especially happy. Although I have enough mana to fake and absorb anyway. Yeah, I need to Fairy to win now. What's in your hand? Another Giada? Third Giada? It was third Giada. Well, now I know what I'm dealing with.
Run away. You'll be safer. Let your blade do the talking.
I am really hitting only lands here.
Hold that thought.
There we go. That march looks nice.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Showing them pressure, so if they keep drawing as bad as I do, I should win here. Ooh, that didn't get all through. Like, I can't even draw a utility land. Am I desperate enough to settle here? Yes, I am. After this, I dominate the ground, and I still have one answer. Them drawing Coco is bad, but I have one answer and two planeswalkers that are pressuring them very quickly.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
There we go. Use the mana for Teferi. Not what I meant, game, but okay. Gonna have to start blocking
We've got
soon.
the edge in this fight.
Alright, well, I got removal at least. Yep, they hit my worst nightmare. I don't win, but they definitely drag the game on now. Oh, sure, draw draw Coco into Coco. Why not? Why not? Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, 10 lands. I've drawn a few more than that. God, what is this game?
Our swords will cross again.
I don't care about anything they take too much. I mean, they'll probably take hold, but whatever. I need pressure. I need board pressure. Okay, well, when their board
Hold
finally gets
that
ahead of
thought.
me. Okay, well, now I think they have trouble beating me. I just draw cards and more cards until I feel like it. And then I depopulate into Teferi and get a 4/4 for my trouble. And whatever they take off Skyclave, probably hold to try and get back Giada. Okay, well, I think I just depopulate. Because Teferi is losing life every turn now. And they're gaining a shit ton of life. Yep, they're making their army. I think I just... This will go on for a while now. They just gained a 30 bajillion life. Why not? They just gained 40 life in one
Stop
turn. Why
that
not?
Now.
That's beautiful. I love that for myself.
Let's skip to the good part.
They can't win now, but they're gonna make it take forever now. Alright, you make it take as long as you want, opponent. I know you love long games, that's why you play Angels. That's decent, that's decent. Watch me dig now. Also, I'm just gonna remove that. That's nice, and that's nice. Yes, it's technically correct to absorb that. Okay, so I'm just gonna uptick to Fairy a million times. You do
We
what you
need
want.
to move quickly.
I'm gonna start making an army of creatures that you can't deal with now. Don't mind me. No, they can make one on their turn, but I don't care too much about that. Doesn't have haste. Need to get them below 27 again. Alright, 6 mana open. Can do whatever I want, including nothing. Yeah, I think I just ult the fairy as soon as possible, and then slam another one because of Shark Typhoon. We'll gladly trade 1/1s. I know you'll gladly do it too, but I think mine's a little better.
Keep up the pace.
I draw more cards for the scoop. Make a Sharky. I can fly too, but my flyers are cooler than yours. They have Coco, so I think they can still win, so they're going to humor me into getting to play control longer. Despite drawing a land, they're not scooping. They're going to play it out. There we go. They could at least let me hit the alt button on Teferi, but that's fine. Alright, yeah, that's some variance for you. Was 1-3 last time, now I am 4-0. Yeah, the 1-1 are doing really well because stopping Coco is huge, and then, while it's more important for other matchups, the Rip does stop death triggers for the Bishop of Wings. Does not stop them from gaining 40 life in one turn, but, you know, some board clearing after that, and they scoop anyway. Turns out gaining life is not a win con unless you really want to throw Felidar Sovereign into your deck. I implore you to try. Two lands. Can cycle Shark. Have Rip for the Inevitable Greasefang. Have removal for aggro. Will keep. Yeah, if I draw lands, this plays really well into anything except the control mirror. Alright, I am 99% sure this is a Greasefang, and this Rip is going to feel so good. Ripperoni, Greasefang-aroni. Greasefang player spotted. Greasy Cheese Boy suffering, especially since I have Shatter to clean up his backup plan. Need to hit land drops though, but that's what Shark Typhoon is for here in this scenario. Yeah, I don't think I get greedy with Shark Typhoon. Interesting, they've been to land, they must be flooding out. I think for one turn I just pretend I have Absorb. And then maybe on end step, cycle it. Yeah, I could take this hit. They haven't put up real attackers, they haven't put up the Blood Tithe yet. Yeah, that's fine. I want to see if I can just shatter here. Yeah, I can just shatter here. Yep, make a 1/1 that does nothing but milieu on ETB. That's pretty good. You can go through more of your deck. You'll run out of cards. Well, you probably won't run out of cards. I'd be impressed if you did. Yeah, they flooding. I can take this 3. I do have removal for the actual factual Flying Fortress, so I'm not worried about you hard casting it. Yeah, that seems good for you. And now I cycle Shark Typhoon. I missed a land drop. No, they're gonna attack into this, so I need to hold up settle. After I clear this board, then I can Narset. They probably have removal for the shark, so they'll hopefully attack with everything. I don't think they run too many basics. Probably just cycle the sensor as well. Yep, there's the push. They can pretend they got me. And they might have dispute. Don't matter if this deck runs it or not. I don't think so. But I'm not too sure. Sure. Oh, they want to stock up blood with a reflection of Kiki McCheeky. Treasure's gonna make it this sensor pretty dead. So I will cycle it here. And I will say you can draw more cards. Don't know if I'll be able to do what I want with the Shark Typhoon. Okay, they do run dispute. Confirmed.
If you wish
Silly
to
how I
surrender
should on their main
now,
game plan. They're
I
still
have
this
just the
grindy.
trick for this.
Yeah, I'll take Absorb. I like gaining life. The others don't gain life. That one does. Probably kill Narset.
My mind needs a rest.
See what they do. Yep, Fable again. Okay, well now I need to hold up Settle and thus can't Typhoon. They've still got over half their deck. I can't rely on that. Hopefully, though, they don't play around Settle. Hopefully, they're playing around Hull. And playing around Hull would involve swinging out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I've got Absorb for their next play. So if I draw a spell, I'd probably just Shark Typhoon here. Reminder, this is worse than Winota. And they're still doing this good with 8 pieces. Some number of those cards will be lands. Clearly not basic lands. Yeah, that's fine. You mill yourself out. I'll get you eventually, my pretty. Maybe they will run out of cards in their graveyard. Fucking slam it. Gives me one turn of danger, and then I think I just kind of start winning. Although they can start copying Epicures, which will be painful. Yep, and they found an opportunity to hardcast Parhelion. Okay, maybe I am. Okay, well, they took advantage of the turn I took off, which is why this deck is fucking stupid. 1, 2, I've got 8, so can't activate. So yeah, watch me die here. Watch. Greasefang is kind of busted, guys. Are you ready for Greasefang on an army of Greasefang in Arena, an army of Mono Green Karn until like the fall? Because they're not banning anything else during qualifiers. So I hope you're ready to live this life. Hope you're ready to live this life for the next 3 to 4 months. You build your deck around them, and they still. This is what got Winota banned. I thought Greasefang was the worst Winota, but the more I try and hate it out, and it still kills me, the more I'm thinking it's just second Winota. It's starting to get silly. Yeah, hand is fine. Let's not give away too much now, I guess. No, I should. Yeah. Yeah, this is Rakdos mid-range. Just I need a cleanup spell, but I'm not gonna get one. I'm gonna get death instead. I can Ganja the Bone Crusher. And then hope they don't follow up with a Chandra. And I can still get around them following with a Chandra. Yep, sure enough, they fell up with the Chandra.
When people start
Still
screaming,
take half the
I know
damage,
I'm on
and they get a
track.
clue.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
Sucks to suck, but what can you do?
I don't need this.
Yeah, they are on the play and curving out perfectly. Not what I want to see against this deck. I need time to beat this deck. So when they curve out perfectly, that makes that part very difficult. Don't like where my life is at. But I can gain some of it back next turn. They did not crack the clue. Interesting. Gotta play Emperor this turn. If they don't have
Nice
another
died.
walker, I'm probably
That's
fine.
coming off.
If they play like bodies, I'm fine. Yeah, well, she's dead.
Back to wandering.
You're done.
I wish my opponent was done. but they are far from done. Farewell everything. They're still winning, but that hurts. That hurts me a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't even care about their mana now. I care about them pitching dead cards. I just have to hope to draw an answer for that the next few turns. Might as well play this. Rather not spend the mana. I can't double Thoughtseize this turn. There we go. That's something.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. Meditate and prepare.
Yeah, anyway, wait till next turn when I can hold up a counterspell.
Contain your rage.
Might need to bounce something, and I don't need the mana. Well, easy counter there. Okay, 3 Chandras. That is about the worst thing a control player can see, is 3 Chandras in one game.
Go, tough guy? This'll be easy. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Have to discard that. Need Emperor to not lose. Seems good. Page lost regardless, though. Hard to beat 3 Chandras without drawing the nuts.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. We must protect the people.
Sure. Sure, why not? Yeah, drawing Observe when you're at
Let
2
your
does not feel
blade
good.
do the talking.
Maybe they screw up and cast a
Yup.
spell.
You're going down.
Nope. That's rough. Matchup I Tech 4 still beating me because it's starting to think it's ban worthy, followed by matchup that is rough for me. Where are like the aggro decks? Need me some of those with some good board wipes. Jwari lets me play catch up, and if I can get to 6, Farewell is good cleanup, unless it's a Planeswalker heavy deck like the last one. And in that case, I have Absence. So I keep this. It's got 3 lands. Plus more if needed. Oh, it's more Rakdos. Why must you do this to me, game? I mean, Could be Grease Fang, could be mid-range. Didn't really want to see either. Not with what I'm currently packing. That is probably Grease Fang. They want to kill me quickly, and so Dwari is really bad for them. Okay, nope, we got Vampire Tribal. Being vampires. You do you, Mr. Vampire Man. Well, I'm gonna die to these, so I kind of have to kill that. I'll play this as a land, and maybe they play it as Censor. Yep, blood's really good for getting rid of dead cards. Yeah, opponent not playing into even the Censor. Still can cast this on 6. I don't think I'll be dead by then. If I'm lucky, cast it on 7 after a Shark Typhoon. I don't know, then it just disappears still.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. This is what you get for hurting my people.
So I'll have to deal with whatever they play this turn. Probably cheat
I drink
Vampire into
only
play
the
now.
finest. And you
Planeswalker I can't
smell
cleanly deal with.
I have House Markov grows
Sure,
stronger.
why not play Xander? I'm gonna die to pure jank. I'm going to die to pure jank.
Our swords will cross again. Guards, to me!
Yep, sure, why not? I take 9, and if you draw another land, I'm just dead. Don't know why they didn't take Sorin. Oh, no, I am just dead immediately.
Your life
4-0 into 4-3. That is frustrating. Alright, well, I think I learned something here, and what I learned is best of 1 sucks, and variance is too high. And even trying to tech for it, you just run into too much random nonsense. And don't expect me to be doing, I don't think, any best of 1 in the future. I think I've been doing better in best of 3. And it's just real magic.
Good for hawkers' hands.
play best of one casually, but real Magic is best of 3, and I'm starting really frustrated with best of 1. So I think I'm just gonna cut it out of my streams. So this was probably my last best of 1, at least for a while. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any disagreements with me, be sure to leave a comment. And thanks for watching. Bye.